What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Aaron and Chris. I've got a couple of dilemmas for you today, for everyone today, really. Right. So we didn't do dilemmas for a wee bit now, for a couple of episodes, but I have got a couple that I've been sent over the time that we've missed them. So let me just get right into it, right? And I'll read you one by one, right? Your favourite. So
Other people's
misfortune.
Yeah, go on.
Right. So this dude here, right? So caught my wife. Need advice, please. Okay, so
What start?
I know, right? Amazing. So I just got back from Army infantry training, which lasted 22 weeks.
Oh,
You
God.
already know this is gonna be right. During the entire time, my wife, whom I've been with for 3 years, married last year officially, had multiple affairs with several different guys while I was away.
In 22 weeks.
Yeah.
Right.
I came home last week and accidentally discovered videos she had made on her iPad with them that were time-stamped, geo-pinned and graphic, to say the least. So you could tell when they were taken and where they were taken. So it's like evidence. That's fucked,
Jesus.
right? I haven't said a word about it, nor confronted her yet, and I have no idea what to do now. I need some guidance, please. You want to take the lead on this, big dog?
You take the lead.
Me take the lead.
You
Put it in the bin.
You take the lead first, and let's see how this goes.
Right. So, so she got, right. Okay. So I would. There's no really anything.
He's only been married for 3 years.
Yeah, 3 years and married
1
2 years into it. Right.
Yeah, it doesn't feel a lot.
No. So I would just put that in the bin because, like, well, there's no really.
I know. I don't even know how to advise. Several partners.
Affairs. Like, I would genuinely be like, right, well, this is obviously. I wouldn't even confront. I wouldn't even talk about it. I would just get my shit, pack my stuff, and just boost.
Put the shoe on her foot. How is she talking her way out of that? Because the first thing she's going to say is,
I'm sorry.
No.
What?
It'll be, they were from ages ago.
What were?
She'll be like, those videos are from...
But they're time-stamped.
I know, but she's not going to know.
Right, well...
So you're then going to go, please, didn't lie to me like
I'll be a
that.
clown.
Yeah, didn't lie to me.
No, I would be out of there. I would genuinely be... There's no saving that. That's done.
I genuinely don't know what advice we could get like on that, because...
What I would say is, get rid of that situation, get out of there, don't even explain or confront, pack your shit, go out and just live your own life, and you deserve better, and do that for yourself.
I know, man's been in the infantry.
Man's been out there protecting the country.
Well, yeah.
And she's been out there not doing that. Not protecting her own man. And
honestly, like terrible. I actually feel sorry for the guy, you know. But it's one, as well, it's one of those where it's like, cool, so let me give my 2 pence.
Yeah.
3 years doesn't seem like a lot for me personally.
Mm.
Secondly, several affairs all on video.
I mean, the bitch just took evidence of the cheating.
I know.
So it's like...
I would confront.
Right. What do you gain out of that, though?
No, it's not about gaining. I would just genuinely, out of pure interest, be like, how is she going to save herself here?
All right, you just want to see...
Like, I actually would be like...
Would you like to just see the bullshit?
I would actually genuinely be like, what possible story could she say here that is going to make this okay? And then just see what she said. Like,
Imagine she's like, oh, that's AI.
She could.
But
She could. That's what I'm saying. Like, I would just genuinely like to just
it's a science
blow
project.
my own mind to like, tell me like what's okay about this.
Yeah.
Like, and just let me see what the script is. But then I would still leave her anyway.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
I wouldn't stay with her. Not after several other partners on video. Not
Ridiculous.
a chance.
Absolutely ridiculous.
And I'm assuming it's different partners.
Oh yeah, there was different ones.
Yeah, that's worse. It's so bad. Mate, it's a short one for us.
I know. I've got another one though.
Big man, I think you should just call it a day with her.
Literally.
Confront her or don't, but call it a day.
Yeah, pack your shit.
Like,
and go.
That's the definite.
Yeah. Or if she lives in your house, pack her shit and throw it out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Probably will if he's an army guy.
Yeah.
And get housing, I think.
Yeah, so I would just literally just completely get rid of her out of your life and just
Absolutely.
do you, bro. Do you, do
Oh,
your own
mate,
thing.
horrendous.
Ready for the next one?
Ready for the next one? That was short and sweet. We're getting efficient.
I know.
Well efficient.
I found nudes of my wife's... Wait, what? I found nudes on my wife's phone of another man and herself.
Oh, God.
This is not the first time. What can I do? Right, so my wife and I have been together with the exception of a long break when we were 18 and 19 for 10 years.
Okay.
Okay. She left me for another guy. Right. And every year or two since we've been back together, I keep finding things on her phone. The first was an account where she was chatting with multiple men. The second was a co-worker she was speaking explicitly with. Third, she asked a random neighbour out for a coffee in a flirting manner. And finally this, I found nudes of her that I'd never seen before and looked in the deleted pictures on her phone and found pictures of another man's nudes.
Ugh.
We've had some rough patches with my finances and depression as well as hers. I must admit I was feeling sexually frustrated last year and I went to a massage parlour but didn't go through with the end part.
Jesus.
I've not read
keep,
this.
keep
I've
going.
not read this before, so I'm like, wait, this is getting plot twisty. And she found out. She insists
She found out.
that nothing has become physical any of these times, and would leave if she were going to go through with it because she did that, like, back in the day, and that's what she wanted. Our relationship is great, except for this horrible biannual ritual of her seeking attention. She makes the money in the relationship, and I'm very limited in my capacity to support myself for any sort of trial separation. I don't want to leave, I love her, but I feel like I need to advocate for myself despite my own wrongdoings. I feel so trapped and hopeless. Help.
Jesus.
This might take a while to...
This one's longer.
This one's a lot longer. This is
10 years we've been together. 10 years obviously is a decent length of time. Secondly, God, there was a lot in that. Secondly,
if you want me to repeat anything, just let me know.
so obviously there's a ritual of her doing this thing, but I don't actually think that she's obviously wanting to go. She's like teasing herself.
Yeah.
That's what it's like. She's like teasing her own self to be like,
I feel like she wants a thrill.
aye. Like it's like it's not exciting enough, and she's like,
so
let me just excite myself, but not actually go through it because I'm happy in where I'm at.
It's like she gets a kick out of this.
Yeah.
By doing that to him. Because...
No, but I don't even think it's for him. I think it's for her. She gets excited. She's like, like Ken, like, and it's like, you don't need to do that.
You don't, yeah.
Like, because he's obviously there, so like, just talk to him.
Literally.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas, but what I will say is, on his part, understandably, he went to the massage parlour. Right, that's.
He never went ahead with it, though.
Never went ahead of it. Fair enough. But what I will say is, don't base your decision off the fact that you're maybe not got a considerably large amount of means to support yourself.
Yeah.
Because that's like, that's not even a factor really in whether you're happy or not.
Yeah.
Like, if you feel that this isn't for you, you go. You don't. Who cares about the finance?
Exactly. Yeah. You don't.
Like you'll figure that out.
Yeah,
That's
you don't get with someone or go together with someone based because they make decent money or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you don't want to be with someone that has not got any prospects or whatever because that's like a thing, right? But as long as they're, any job's a job, right? So you just as long as you're doing well, you're doing okay and all that, that's fine. But you don't go with someone solely for the purpose of because they're making good money. Do you know what I mean?
I absolutely agree.
So that should be just completely thrown out. You shouldn't worry about that. Don't worry about the finances and shit like that because you'll always manage on your own.
Absolutely.
One way or another, you'll
everyone
gets
so
somewhere.
that's like an out of the picture thing.
Yeah. Now the second thing I would say is it's a little bit it's quite toxic. I would say with the amount of shit going on.
Yeah, it is a bit.
it's not a very. I wouldn't feel very secure or very like. What's the word? What's the word?
Safe.
That, yes, but I've got a word. Shit. I'm losing it.
Comfortable.
I'm losing it. No, I would not. Certain. I wouldn't feel very certain in that relationship. About, you know, where we're going, how it's going.
Is this going to go really well for the next foreseeable?
And then you're constantly also living in fear because you're like, oh, well, is that going to happen again? And whenever it repeats itself like a fucking...
Absolutely.
Like it's a fucking anniversary or something.
Which actually it's like that. You'd actually be worried about it coming up.
Yeah, because you're like,
shit.
It's March. Is she gonna do this again?
It'll come up. Yeah.
It's like, do you know what I mean? It's like save the date.
That's a So I think that's like a large conversation one initially, and be like, look, like this can't happen again.
Yeah.
Like you need to put the boundaries in now. Like. Obviously, it's happened a few times, right? And you can't base it off the past. Don't base it off the past. Just go in and go, look, from now on, if this happens again, I'm away.
See, don't base it off the past, but recognise the pattern.
Hi, so recognise the pattern and be like, look, it's happened a few times.
Yeah, like...
But don't blame them for the past. Like as in, like, not... Blame's not the right word. Don't
throw the past at
in
them.
their face. Yeah.
But be like, listen...
Look,
I'm not just saying...
Yeah, I'm not bringing it back up to have a big fight about it.
Yeah.
I've noticed the pattern.
Yeah.
If this happens again, I'm not here.
That's right.
Like, I'm away.
That's right.
Like, and that's the boundary I'm setting.
Yeah.
So it's up to you how you proceed from now, and then let her
do it, like decide or whatever.
Yeah, because either she'll not do it again, and things will be fine.
So hold on. So would you stay with this in this situation? Is that what you're saying?
In his, I think. From what I'm picking up is they've not physically actually done anything yet, right? And I'm trying to give the guy a wee bit of a chance because I think what I'm also picking up is they've probably conversed in the other times that it's happened. So I'm more giving him a going forward approach.
Yeah.
Like, look, you're there now and you're both together. I understand you're getting nervous about it coming up or whatever.
I feel like this is the first time we've told someone to stay together in one of these situations.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, you give her the chance.
Yeah.
It's just hard because he's done a similar thing.
Yeah. So it's like...
So, like, you've both been in the wrong.
Yeah.
So if you want to genuinely make it work, then you both come again and go, right, okay, cool, we're here. You've obviously known each other a long time, so you factor that in slightly. But, right, we're both here. If one of us does that again, you obviously it seems to be more his partner, then it doesn't happen again. If it happens again, like, I'm away.
God, I feel like I had a toxic relationship. This is fucking next level.
I know, that's like mental.
It's ridiculous.
Mental.
Honestly.
So it's like that's what I'm not saying stay together, but I'm just saying if you are going to,
that's what you should do.
Action it that way.
Yeah.
You don't just put up with another time.
Yeah. So it's either leave it where it is and just call it a day, or do that. Basically.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Which is fair. Yeah.
Yeah, like if he wants to stay together with it, which is totally fine because he doesn't seem as bothered. Not as bothered, but he's obviously got past the other stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. But you need to put the boundary in there and be like, look, this can't, because it'll need to be a pattern to her as well. Like, she's done it a few times. Well, it's not going to matter. It's not going to do anything. This time you make it hang, and if she does do it, you go, I'm off, and you go.
Yeah.
Like, do not waver. You must do it.
Yeah.
Or you're just telling her that you're a fucking bitch. Like, that is what it is. You're telling her you're a fucking bitch and you're not going to move. Yeah. So anything you say from now on, she's going to be like, shut up.
Pretty much.
Like, that is what it's going to... Do you know what I mean? He needs to be a man of his word.
That's right.
I'm going because if I signed it again.
If you don't stick to it, she's going to know that she can just do whatever and there's no consequence.
No consequence. Or a minor consequence, which then just flattens itself out and it's fine. He's going to be a wee bit pissy and he might go away for a week or two.
It's like and
then come back.
Non-consequential consequence. That makes sense. Because
he's going to be a bit pissed.
A wee bit annoyed, but it'll be fine.
Aye.
So it doesn't matter.
Instead of, oh my God, he's packed his shit and he's away. Yeah, like, do you know what I mean? I understand she's probably, obviously, the moneymaker, but it literally makes no difference. So
you can't put a price on your own happiness and your own well-being at all.
Yeah, so absolutely.
You need to sort that out.
Absolutely.
You need to sort that out. I've got something I want to tell you about, and I don't know if you've seen this on the news. Right?
Go on.
So I've been seeing a lot of...
I don't really watch the news, so probably not.
So I've been seeing a lot of plane accidents, a lot of plane crashes recently.
Boeing.
Not necessarily, just in general.
Alright, go on.
Right? But as you clearly know, Boeing is the prime target of
Currently.
crashes and shit recently. But anyway, there was a few crashes happening in the States and stuff recently.
Yeah.
It's like one every week or something.
I mean, it's quite.
Roughly.
It's very frequent in terms of statistics.
It's been over 10 in the past, since the new year, basically. And it's getting a wee bit concerning. But the one that kind of struck me the most, right, was... I just read that recently, and I actually know someone who lives in that state, but not in the city, but just not far away.
Yeah.
And briefly talked about it. But there was in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia,
Yep.
in America, right? There was a plane which was carrying a child, which had just had a life-saving operation, which was successful.
Okay.
Right? And it had crashed in a neighbourhood in Philly.
With the child's on
With
the
the child
plane.
on board. Everyone died.
Everyone died. Oh
So
my god.
the child had a life-saving operation which saved its life, right? And then the plane had crashed right into, like, I watched a video of it happen. There was multiple sources. There was one source that was like, someone had just pulled the camera out in time.
Literally.
As it's plummeting and just right into like a fireball, massive
It's to do
explosion,
with
right?
the
And then there's another video which was someone's Ring door camera or whatever it's called,
no
right?
way.
And you literally see, the guy's leaving the house, and you literally see this. You just out of nowhere, you just see the landing lights and shit. And then the guy turns around because you can hear the sound of the plane. He turns around and it's literally like a street away. It just explosion. It just looks like someone dropped a nuke in his fucking neighbourhood. And he just runs back in the house, and everyone's screaming. Loads of videos of it.
Do you know what? Explosions
so
are
sad.
mad, like, in real life. Like, do you ever think to yourself, like, obviously you see it in the films and all that, right? But, like, actually how loud and thingy they are. Mm-hmm. Like, so, like, I watched a video, must have been last year. I think it was last year, right? And it was possibly to do with Ukraine. Mm-hmm. And don't quote me on any of that, but basically they'd bombed a building, like with a missile. And the video was taken from, honestly, like what looked to be miles away. Miles. It genuinely shattered the windows of the guy's house. And it was that far away.
Yeah.
The sound didn't even hit for ages because it was that far.
Yeah.
Mate, the cloud, you can actually see the shockwave because it's that powerful. And the guy was obviously like in a block of flats or whatever, right, over in wherever it was, from miles away. So imagine it like when you're up at Arthur Seat and you can see the city.
Yeah.
That's what it was like.
Right.
All the way over the other side. Literally, ignite, massive, like that, right? No sound. And then just like, and it was just like windows fucking, and the guy was like literally nearly got knocked off his feet. Like pretty much did come off his feet.
I've seen videos like this before. Not the
Mental,
style of
man.
this, but I've
Fucking
seen...
unbelievable.
There was a... I think it was a fireworks factory somewhere.
Oh yeah, I've seen one like that.
Somewhere in
That was over in
some Asian country, I think it was.
yeah, and it blew up and it was like ridiculous. Eh?
Mental, right? And I cannot remember where it was, but it was somewhere in the Middle East, I think. And yeah, it exploded, and people were filming it from so far away.
Literally, it was still
And
blowing
it
their
was
phone
like,
out of their hand and that.
mate,
Yeah,
honestly, it was
ridiculous.
ridiculous, right? Massive fucking mushroom cloud and everything. But yeah, I watched that.
The heat as well is supposed to be like even from that far.
Yeah, 'cause
like
it will
it's actually that intense.
Yeah.
Like it's like when you used to like when you were a kid and you set a fire and you were a wee bit
too close.
You weren't even close. Like you were actually probably the distance we are from this camera, but the heat was that hot. You were like, I actually need to stand. Fuck me!
right,
Like
yeah.
I need to stand a few steps back and turn away because it's that hot. Like
burning your
actually
face.
burning my face.
Yeah.
Like, and it's supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
Genuinely, like actually boils. Like it nearly makes your blood feel like it's boiling because it's that hot.
Well, going back to that, right? So the plane crashes and shit. So I seen that one, and I was like, how fucking unfortunate do you have to be?
Do you know
Like, that is just so sad. Like,
the statistics of even a plane crashing is so low.
I know.
For like genuinely in mathematical like probability terms, right? For the amount of plane crashes, for the amount of plane just for the level of amount of plane crashes that's happened, all in one period of time. is genuinely like you would never like you never believe the statistic on how rare that is to happen. Like how nearly improbable that would ever happen.
Yeah.
Is like mental.
Do you know the other one that really caught my eye, right? Was the other one was, and I cannot remember where this was, but it was like 2 days ago or something. It was a helicopter flew into a plane which was landing.
I seen that.
And I was like, how?
It was. I think the plane was coming across, and the helicopter flew in front of it, and it wiped out. Oh my god!
And all you see is the plane just going into the water, and I'm like, how the fuck can that happen?
Where's air traffic control here? Like,
well, do you know what? We don't really get political on this podcast, right? But it's on subject because apparently what I've been reading is that Trump had, the FAA, Federal Aviation Agency, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So the people who were implemented after the 9/11 attacks and all that, he's like revoked them.
Oh, really?
So now every airline takes care of their own safety and security and shit. So
that's not one of his better moves.
No. So since people are saying that since he's been fucking about with the whole aviation thing, there's been considerably more accidents because there's no ATC controllers. Like there's,
because you want to have everyone that's connected to everyone, so we know exactly where the fuck everything is that's flying about.
I just seen right before you came over, I just seen a video which was a video of Flight Radar 24 and it was showing the planes. It was at an airport. I can't remember what one. And it was in America, and you could hear the ATC talking to the pilots. And basically, what happened was they had cleared, so the runways like crossed.
Yeah, they did. Right? Yeah.
They had cleared one pilot to land on one runway, and had cleared the other one to take off from the other runway at the same time. Right. So this guy's landed. He's already landed, touched down on the tarmac.
So he's flying, rolling along.
So he's rolling along. The other one's been cleared, so it's engine full power, let's go, right? About halfway between the start of the runway and where it crosses together,
they've realised.
The ATC have realised, and they go, abort takeoff, like cancel takeoff. So they realised, they heard it obviously in time, they applied the brakes, stopped it, etc. And nothing happened. But can you just imagine?
I know.
Right? It would be the repeat of a Spanish airport in the 70s where 2 Boeing 747s crashed because there was too much fog on the airport. There was no visibility at all, and that was the deadliest aviation accident in the history of aviation. It was in the 70s, I think, and 2 747s. One was taking off and one was taxiing to take off, and basically what happened was they were both taxiing the other way, like
so they
to each other, right? So this one's taken off. And then they see the other one crossing the runway as they get closer to it. So the pilots, before the plane can even take off, because it's obviously needing to reach a certain speed, and it's a 747, so it needs to have a lot of speed to pick it up, right? They've lifted the thing up, so its tail hits the ground, scraping along the ground, but it's not coming up because there's no enough wind and not enough speed and all that, right? No enough lift. So it eventually lifts, but slightly too late. And what happens is it clips the roof of the plane that's on the ground, clips that plane, and then obviously because of that it fails to maintain altitude, so that one drops right to the ground. Everyone's wiped out on that plane.
Oh, fuck.
There is survivors of the plane on the ground because that one obviously it just had the roof taken off and all that. So some people survived on that plane, but the other one unfortunately didn't. And every time I see some shit like 2 aircraft colliding at an airport or whatever, or almost colliding, I always think of that accident.
That's a bad one.
I just wanted to bring that up because I remember that earlier,
fair enough.
and I was like, there's too many
It's
planes.
penalty, like,
and for me, someone who's scared of going on a plane, like I've got a fear of flying, I'm really thinking on it. This is not restoring.
It pushes you, it doesn't.
It pushes me farther away, even though there's still
fill you with confidence.
There's still thousands of flights a day or whatever that go through smoothly and no problem and all that.
Could be on the one.
Because I'm hearing it so much now, I'm just like, right, like, I'm a bit worried.
On other news, slightly different topic, but on other news, as in right now.
Yeah.
Did you see the Grammys? I think it was.
I watched it.
Kanye West,
honestly, ridiculous.
Missy's outfit.
Ridiculous. Yeah, I seen that. They got escorted out of there by the police.
Did they?
Because of that, and they actually, the people, the public are trying.
I don't know if we can actually show the outfit on the podcast. I actually don't know if
Well, the thing is, I noticed that nowhere is censoring it.
I know.
Everywhere is showing this outfit, no problem. So
We can...
I'm gonna put it up.
Put it up, but
I'm gonna blur it because I don't want to take a risk.
fair.
So
Just blur what needs
but
blurred.
you guys can go on Facebook or
And
on
look,
TMZ
but we'll put a
or
blurred version,
Vibe
yeah.
magazine or whatever it is in America.
Or a wee black, whatever.
Yeah, you can literally see it. You can see it anywhere you go. But anyway, I did see that and I was like, holy shit, like what?
And he's just dressed normally.
Yeah,
that's what's even more
in the
weird.
Shades, no expression on his
Yeah,
face.
yeah, yeah.
whatever.
There's more
yeah, they
normal.
got escorted off. They got escorted out before the Grammys even started,
Really?
and right after
Complaints or something, I would
Right
say.
after obviously she revealed herself, and the public are actually pressing for charges.
For
like,
nudity,
For nudity
exposure
and all
or
that
something.
shit, yeah. Because it is literally there's no underwear. It's just completely see-through, so you can see every bit.
I know.
And I'm like, you can't do that.
I see it on Facebook. I was like,
You
what
cannot-
the fuck?
You can't do that. That's
Not the
too
fucking
much.
Grammys,
But
man.
what I'm thinking about more is as well on the side of that is the mental health aspect of Bianca is her name.
Is it,
Like, is she okay? Because a lot of people are worried about her. Like,
I think they think that Kanye's just leading her away.
yeah, I feel like that's concerning because
It's a fucking... I've never seen anyone wear anything like that in my life.
I mean,
Not as much as that.
last time they appeared,
She wore
somewhere in
another
public,
weird one, eh?
They did, but they never went as far as this. This is
next level.
Nobody's went as far
That'll
as
be
this.
about 20 grand.
Especially,
But-
no one's went as far as this, especially at the Grammys.
Grammys are a big king. You can't really do
You
it.
can't do that shit at Grammys.
Not like that.
But
Jesus
yeah,
Christ.
Kanye got escorted out. I don't think they were actually even invited to that, and they still showed up.
I would think Kanye will be invited to the Grammys.
I read somewhere that they weren't, but I can't confirm. I can't. say
Yeah,
that
I couldn't... I wouldn't think that he would
I know.
not be invited
No, it's
based off who he is.
I know, but it's based off his recent behaviour. That's the
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Right, okay,
But
okay.
on other news, in terms of Grammys, Kendrick scooped all the Grammys. That song, Not Like Us,
Banger.
absolute banger. And every single Grammy, you could see there was a photo on Facebook of him, and he's standing there like that with all the Grammys. I'm
Mate,
like,
he done it. He was doing it last year, eh?
I
Like,
know,
you know,
literally.
like...
But have you
doing-
noticed who was he battling with? Was it Drake?
Yeah.
Drake won fuck all.
He probably wasn't even there.
I don't know, but I like Drake anyway. But I feel like he's
He got smoked off Kendrick. Like,
Kendrick. You can't really fuck with. He's a lyrical genius. You can't really.
he got smoked off
Yeah.
Kendrick, bro.
Kendrick is a good lyricist, so you can't really. Do you know what I mean?
He's that when he brought that song out, it was like,
Again, everybody was bumping that.
like
Everybody,
it was a fucking banger, mate. I was
Yeah.
listening to it all day, every day.
literally.
It was serious. So yeah, there's a lot of current events going on.
A lot of shit going on right now.
Kanye's roasted him.
I know. I don't know what's going on with it. I used to like the
He's
old,
always been like that though. Like he's a
I know, but
fucking
I
strange character.
I like the old Kanye.
I miss the old Kanye, straight from the gold Kanye. Chop up the soul Kanye, set on his goals Kanye. I hate the new Kanye, the bad mood Kanye, the always rude Kanye, spaz in the news Kanye. I miss the sweet Kanye, chop up the beats Kanye. I gotta say, at that time I'd like to meet Kanye. See, I invented Kanye, it wasn't any Kanye. And now I look around and there's so many Kanyes.
I like the old Kanye's music.
What's that?
I like the old Kanye's
Yeah. That's what I mean.
I don't know if I like the old
The
Kanye.
2000s Kanye.
I like the old Kanye's music for sure.
Yeah.
The guy,
He's always been odd, isn't he?
he's an odd dude.
Yeah.
He's an odd dude for sure, but his music was really good
Yeah.
back then.
Flashing Lights, what a tune.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all
Absolute
bangers,
banger.
right?
Absolutely.
On top of that, just before I forget,
Mm.
have you ever seen his playing? Because Kanye's got his own choir.
His choir.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you ever seen this? No.
No.
So there's a YouTube video, right? Look it up. Kanye's got his own choir
Right.
that go with him places.
Right.
So sometimes they just sing,
Randomly.
random.
Right.
And he starts rapping on it and that, just at random.
Okay.
So like, you're in the shops,
Right.
and there's 50 of them.
Right.
And they all start going, and he's like this. Here we go, that's right, and he starts dropping it, right, and you're like, shit, right, like, so honestly, bro, so they're on his private jet once, and there's a video on it, just James Corden's never seen it, right, so James Corden's
I know
doing,
him, yeah.
so he does the carpool karaoke thing,
Yeah, that's
right,
right, aye.
obviously Kanye couldn't come in, he's bring his 50-man choir into the car, so they go in his jet,
Right.
Okay, he's playing. It's actually a Boeing, I think.
Right, okay.
So all the choir is sitting in the plane. So they all start busting out some shit.
Right.
And then Kanye starts busting out some lyrics, right? And you're like, oh, it's mate, it's unbelievable, mate. Honestly, it's fucking unbelievable. You have to watch it.
I will go.
It's not long. It's just like,
Yeah.
And James Corden's sitting there, it's like astounded, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck is happening?
He's a
Like,
good artist.
he can drop, he can drop lyrics.
Listen,
like he's
he made bangers. We can't
yeah,
deny that.
he's always been good with the music.
His 2000s era was fucking outstanding.
Unbelievable.
Like leading artist,
yeah.
I would say definitely. Nah, yeah.
So on the games front,
Yeah, tell me about games. Oh, I've got something. I think I had to
you can go on.
see how you're doing that platinum shit.
Yep,
I've platinum a game.
I know you have.
I've platinumed Supermarket Simulator.
No, let me just interrupt.
All done. All 3 achievements.
You haven't. You haven't. Didn't let this guy fool you, right? He did do 2 achievements out of 3, and then recoded the game to finish the 3rd one for 3 achievements.
Platinum is platinum. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
You never played the game.
I did play the game. What are you talking about? For 3 hours. the last one.
Your man recoded.
Hold on, right? So the last one was right. The last one was that you need to get your shop level. Sorry, no, your shop expansion. Max out your shop expansion. So make your shop as big as you can possibly.
What's the game called? Supermarket
Simulator, right? But that involves making your shop level 99, and it is very difficult to get it there. It takes a long time, right? So what I did was I went to a save game, found the parameters for cash and shop level, and I just put cash at like whatever, and I put the shop level at 99. Went back in the game, bought all the expansions because I had all the money, and boom, the achievement came and appeared. So I feel like that I did a lot of hard work. I had to recode the game and everything, so that counts.
Fuck you. I'm actually trying to find the time that it takes to do it. Like,
Right.
kind of like what the time
It
frame
would
is.
take you a while.
So funny enough, the other 2 are
Because not only do you need to make the level, you also need to make the money to actually buy all those as well. So you need to have a lot of money there to buy all those like expansions.
Yeah.
And you also need to have level 99 to get the last one.
right. So the first 2 are 90% of people have got them.
Yeah.
The last one 3%.
I'm one of those.
Fuck off. 3% has done it. Wait, this'll have it. No, this'll have it here.
What?
I'm just sorry, it just depends on what website you're on. It genuinely says you can do it in... No, it says the average people that have completed it. You can actually get on PlayStation, bro.
I know.
The average people that have completed it is 47% of people. It doesn't tell me a time frame though.
Mate, it would take loads
And
of
like
time.
how long it would take you.
Well, why don't you get
Why
don't you get this game on PlayStation and just try and do it legit?
Do you know what? I will.
Because I'm curious how long it would
I
take.
wanted to just see what the time frame was, but it doesn't tell me.
I'll put it this way: I played the game for 3 hours, and actually,
Got through the training.
that is far too long for what I did there. I should have done that a lot faster if I was recoding the game, because I could have just went in there and changed everything. Because the other 2 achievements are complete 10 checkouts and then complete 100 checkouts.
Yeah, I've seen that. But,
Both of those parameters I can change as well.
but they were pretty easy as well.
So I know they're crazy. So I could literally have changed everything within a minute of me playing the game. I might have as well just not even played the game. I could have just went in,
I know you could.
came in, saved the game, came back
That's
out,
the problem.
changed it all, went back in, saved it again, and then voila.
But that's the problem.
I know.
Where's the try hard in that?
Well, you should have seen my shop. I'm fucking massive.
Aye, but you got to play the games, my brother.
I did play after because I was like, oh, cool sandbox. I can just, I got unlimited money. I can buy whatever. I
Right,
want.
forget about this guy. Right, so let's go on to someone that's actually having to play the games. Right,
Sorry, I'm doing it with Phasmo because you can't cheat Phasmo, so that's fine.
right, right.
If you could, I would.
Oh, trust me, I would. So, I was playing obviously Stranded Deep last time we spoke.
Yes.
I've got 3 achievements to do on that.
Until you finish.
Yeah. I've smoked it, to be honest. Which is one's complete the game. One's complete the game without ever using the compass at all. And one is craft every possible item in the entire game in one run.
Right.
I'll be honest, the craft one is the one I'm trying to do at the moment, and it's not hard, it's just a grind.
Yeah.
Because you obviously need all the stuff to do that.
Yeah.
But I've done all the bosses, done everything, I'm prepped, I've got all the plane parts, I could finish the game tonight.
Okay.
But I wouldn't have got that trophy, and then I would have to start playing again.
Correct.
So I'm grinding it along. It's probably a wee bit slower time now, but it will be done. It's like 91% done.
Okay.
Lego Star Wars Skywalker Saga, completed the entire galaxy, got every achievement bar 3.
Okay.
Again, funny enough.
Yeah.
That's 89% or something like 90%. That I just need to replay through all the missions, get all the mini kits, get all the challenges done in the missions, which is probably a couple hours in it. I've played 99 hours on that now, on a Lego game. Right?
That sounds tough.
It was a lot, it's a grind.
Yeah.
I needed to take a break from it because I was living my life on it. So I have took a break. Obviously, the new Call of Duty game, maps came out, so I'll touch on that in a minute.
Garbage.
I like it. And then went to, Destroy All Humans 2. Found all the artifacts and everything. 100% platinumed it.
Nice.
So that's done.
Perfect.
So I'll actually tell you what the platinum's called. So I've done that one. Because I, to be honest, I just had to polish that one up. So I had like 65%. So I kind of went through, got all the achievements, got all the stuff. Got all the, what's it called? Like the artifacts, collectibles, and done that. So
I'm trying to platinum 2 games right now, actually.
what are you trying to play?
GTA 4. I've
Okay.
been playing that a lot. And I just downloaded GTA San Andreas, but the remastered version.
I've got
So I'm going to try and do that as well.
a hard game to do.
I know.
So it's called Beyond Perfection. Ding. Is the platinum for Destroy All Humans 2.
I'm going to try and... So what I'm going to do with San Andreas, right, because it's a very long-ass game, I'm going to try and do it... Like, I'm going to basically tell you how long this took me to complete it. Because it tells you in the stats.
Yeah, it's cool
How
to do
long
that.
is-
I like to do that.
So I'm gonna, once I complete it, I'll tell you and tell you guys as well. I'll put it on the screen, be like, this is how long this took me. But I'm not gonna speedrun it. I'm gonna watch all the cutscenes.
No, do it legit.
I'll do it legit. I'm not gonna speedrun it like
I
skip
didn't
all the cutscenes
I didn't
and all that.
speedrun any, and I've just been playing.
Yeah.
Like I've actually played the game.
I want to play for pleasure, not just to fucking run.
No,
through
you
it.
should enjoy the game, but
Exactly.
platinum's also like that nice addition because you know that you've really played the game.
But I'm gonna go from mission to mission, but I'm not gonna skip cutscenes and shit like that.
No, of course. You're not going to fuck about on the BMX for like 3 hours.
No,
you're going
you're
to
not. No, of course
play the
not.
game.
Yeah.
Right? So then I thought, right, I really need to play Stranded Deep, and I really need to, but I've been playing with Jordan co-op on Stranded Deep. And we've got No Man's Sky, but we're kind of trying to finish Skywalker Saga, and because he's doing Skywalker Saga at the same time as me.
Right.
So we're both trying to finish Skywalker Saga and Stranded Deep. Once they're done, we're on No Man's Sky. And probably the new Assassin's Creed if it's out by that point, which it probably will be. I started playing Jak and Daxter, the game from, I think it would actually it'd be PS2, I think.
Okay.
The Precursor Legacy it's called. The first Jak and Daxter game, it was by Naughty Dog, I think.
Oh, I remember them.
A
Yeah.
long time ago, right?
I remember those.
So-
No, that's a blast from the past.
It was a remastered version, but you can still tell it was made in that time. Like when I say like the pause menu, like if you try and move the right stick to look up or down, you can't do that. You literally can't view up or down.
Right. Yeah.
So like there could be a collectible above you, but you actually can't look up to see it.
So how would you get it?
You just jump
All right. Okay.
and just hope that you can get it.
Right, okay.
Right. You can look left and right, so like your view can go,
That way or that way, but you
Right.
can't go up and down.
but it's inverted,
Right. All right. Okay.
and you can't change it.
That would do my fucking head in.
So I tried to go into the controls to change, but the only options I've got is hints on and off and subtitles on and off. And I was like, right. So it's taking me a bit to get used to. It's a bit laggy because it's an old. Do you know what I mean? They have remastered it, but they've kept the feel. So
Okay.
like the jumps and the movement isn't as precise as what it is now.
It's like the GTA remasters, really.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's like Ratchet & Clank, Crash Bandicoot, they're all the same, right? So I started playing this yesterday night,
right,
and I'm at 18% so far for the platinum.
Right, okay.
But like the platinums are funny on them, so it's like the trophies are each area, which is like a level.
Yeah.
So it's like 15, 16 levels, so they're all a trophy. But then I think in a good 10 or 12 of them, there is like a challenge to do, right? That would be only a trophy.
Right.
So it's not like it says it anywhere else bar the trophy. It's like one of them would be like the first mission you climb up quite like a big thing. It's like it's called Geyser Rock or something. So it's like a mountain. Climb up it and you do all the jumping and all that shit. A lot of jumping. You have to get up there you can only jump 12 times.
Was that the achievement?
Yeah.
Right.
So I had to try and, you can crouch and push square and you do an uppercut jump.
Okay.
It doesn't count as a jump.
Yeah.
So I had to start doing that to try and get up fucking, because it's literally you're jumping from fucking, and I'm like, how am I going to, there's 12 pads there. I was like, how am I going to do this? So that's how I had to do it.
Right.
It took me ages. And it's fucking hard. But to be honest, I'm actually enjoying a game. It feels more lax.
Yeah.
I don't feel it's incredibly difficult. You've just kind of got to like, the trophies are probably the hardest part. And there's obviously like, you catch their wee robot flies. There's like 7 in each area. And then you've got like the wee precursor eggs. They look like Easter eggs. So they're like, there's either 50, 100, 150 in each area, depending on how big it is.
Yeah.
So stuff like that. And then there's orbs. So you get a wee you get like maybe 6 challenges in each area that'll be like, can help the villager, do this, do that.
Yeah.
So that you want to clear every area with everything maxed. That's basically the aim of the game.
Right, okay.
But I've got that Jak and Daxter 2 and Jak and Daxter 3. I've obviously never played them either. Like through the whole thing. Like I've played them, but not played the whole game.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of working on it as a side game.
Right, okay.
But also playing along with COD.
Right, okay.
That's where I'm at.
Remember how I mentioned Sims being like re-released in that
you
last...
told me it was fantastic.
Right, so what they've done, right, is they've released the exact same game again that they released in 2000 and 2004. They said it would be only optimized for the new Windows, new like computers and all that, right?
Yeah.
Only to release it not optimized, buggy and glitchy as fuck, and crashing every 2 minutes. So I was glad that I read the reviews before I bought it, because I was going to buy it.
Well, you were excited about it, yeah.
I was, yeah, because I thought it was maybe going to be a little bit of a remaster or maybe a little bit of whatever.
Yeah.
But it's actually the exact same fucking thing I've already got on my computer, which I optimised myself. Took me 2 days to do it.
It wasn't called a remaster, was it? What was it called? A
re-release.
Release.
Yeah. So that's when I was like, wait a minute, right? So I already have this game, the exact same game, which I got for free.
Yeah.
And I had to optimise it myself. It took me 2 days to do it, but fucking about
worth it down. Yeah.
I've sorted it. So if I went and bought that, I would have had the exact same thing that I've got right now, plus some of the issues that I already sorted out myself. So I was like, I'm not buying that. And it's 25 pounds.
Nah, fuck that. I wouldn't buy it.
No, well, I'm not gonna, because there's no point, because I've already got the same thing. If they had maybe made a change to it or made it better in any way, then yeah, fair enough. But they haven't, so I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I get you. It's a bit of a shame, to be honest.
It is, because they could have done something good with that, and they actually binned it.
I get that.
The reviews were just relentless, to be honest.
Jordan's been playing a lot of Doom.
Old school.
Well, he played the old one from the 90s. Then he's been playing Doom Eternal, which is the 2016 one.
Yep.
And then he's been playing, I think he's started playing them through. There's one that was released last year, I think.
Last year?
It was either this year or I think it was last year.
Right.
And that's like the brand new one. But he's playing for that. He's on it constantly. He's nearly platinumed that.
I just don't understand how Jordan works a full-time job, has a girlfriend, and manages to spend so much time on games. Like, I don't understand how he does that.
To be fair, I'd do very similar.
Huh?
I'd do very similar, to be fair.
But how?
Just go on. Play. Just go on and play. Don't worry about other shit.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to try that.
Just go home. Do it.
Yeah. Okay,
COD.
let's just cut this now and I'm going to go and...
COD. I like the new map. I'll let Chris give his opinion on it. I like the new map, the Tomb, initially. It's a smaller map, for sure in comparison to others. I would say.
I don't mind it. It's not the worst. I like the sandy bit.
I like the style,
I like the style, I like the sandy bit and all
the
that.
tombs, the actual tomb,
Yeah,
like the pharaoh
yeah.
tombs and that.
What I didn't like is how sci-fi it gets, going through portals and shit and floating objects and all sorts of shit like that. I like realistic shit, right? So like,
Zombies.
well, yeah, but like see the map, like Liberty Falls, right? It's a little town. It's quite whatever, right? It's like realistic as a wee town, right? There's no really like portals or fucking any shit like that going on, right?
There's literally a thunderstorm in the cemetery.
Yeah, but there's no like a lot of that stuff going on, right? You're fucking trying to no, right? Now, I think it's a better map than the castle one.
You hated the castle.
Castle was absolute ass.
I like the castle.
No.
I thought the castle was one of the best maps I've ever
I
seen.
find it often that me and you like.
No, you're the only one that doesn't like the castle.
I don't like it.
Find me if you don't like the castle, comment in the thing. Bet you we get no comments. Comment in the thing. Bet you.
We'll see.
Everyone likes the castle. Everyone actually says the castle is one of the best maps.
I'm not a fan.
You just don't like it.
I don't. It's just not.
But you're not a story zombie player, I don't think.
Nah, I'm out there to just mash shit.
Yeah.
I just want to.
You just
mash
go out, you shoot, and
Yeah.
go home.
I want to just enjoy
Which is
it.
which is totally fine.
See, Zombies is more of a casual game for me. It's not like oh yeah, there's a mission to it. Let's do the mission.
But
I prefer
I find it casual even doing the mission.
I know. It just I don't like. Well, it wasn't very casual when we played it and had to fucking do it 14 times, and we didn't even fucking do it.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
That was not fun.
So here's where I was going. I like the ice staff. Awesome. I had a good shot of that last night. Haven't beat the boss yet. No, so me and Jordan figured the Easter egg out within. So obviously the last one, huge, took us fucking ages to figure out on like the first day. I think Jordan and I, and Chris will probably be able to confirm here. I would say 2 hours. We finished. I would say we sussed.
Sounds about right.
So with no assistance, just Jordan and I in the game. We sussed the Easter egg and got to the boss in the first game we played in Tomb.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Which, so two things I was happy about, but actually I wasn't happy about at the same time because I was like, I liked the one on the castle because we had to really fucking think about it. Like it was like intense as shit. Like we were like, how do you do this? This one was a bit easier.
I would say that's a good thing.
I liked that.
Obviously, I wouldn't like it if it was like a straight figured out like in like 10 minutes and figured
I
out.
liked the whole like discussing like as a group and try to figure things out.
Strategy.
It was cool. So we figured it out. Basically, this is how it went. We did it like first 2 hours. Me and Jordan went to fight the boss. We're not going to ruin who the boss is or whatever it is. But we ended up getting killed because we couldn't figure out quite how to damage the boss properly until a bit further on. And by that point, I have the PPSH. So I was like, literally, I'm like, right, ammo's gone. Gone. Right? So I was fucked. He couldn't fight on his own, we died, right? Then we brought Chris in, and hilariously, we then couldn't get to the boss.
Which was annoying.
Weird variable. And then we went off that night, blah blah. Jordan and I then played last night, the two of us. Conveniently, within literally 40 minutes, got to the boss. Had every perk, everything was good to go. Obviously, we got more of the boss fight this time, so we started to suss it out a bit more, how you damage it, what it sort of entails, blah blah blah. But we've had other stuff on as well. So we're now at the point where like we got him down to about half health, just under half health last night, but it got fucking out of control. Out of fucking control.
Well, I remember the last boss. That was fucking.
It got
ridiculous.
Fucking ridiculous. We could not get away from this guy. Like, if folk were getting mashed left, right, and centre, I was like, what are we supposed to do here? Now, we never beat it. Got killed. Jordan went down, and I had to go and try and save him. Then I went down, and then I lost Jug. And then you know that when you lost Jug, that's
after
you.
that, it's gone.
You're done.
Over.
So, I enjoy it. It was good. But, obviously, need to try and beat the boss. We are doing it tomorrow night. Jordan has made a phone call to one of his other mates. He's going to come on. Charlie, I think his name is. So it'll be the three of us at least, possibly Chris if he decides to join, unlikely.
Nah.
And then possibly someone else if Chris doesn't join.
Yeah, fill my spot.
And we'll defeat it. That's the plan. And then obviously got a bit of the battle pass, all that sort of stuff. I've got the black sail one. It's got quite cool outfits and fucking shit like that.
They look cool, yeah.
Yeah, some of the like the skins are cool. And yeah, so I'm enjoying it. You not so much.
It was cool in the actual like spawn bit, like when the sandy bit.
There's a new,
But yeah.
and so the new perks can this scavenger, or there's like the scavenger one, and there's that other one that you can see through walls and all that. Vulture Aid is the other one, right?
Right.
I'll be honest, they were actually incredibly useful. I kept picking up ammo because that's what it does.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
So every time I'm mashing zombies, I'm just picking ammo up for my ASG shotgun consistently. Just shooting and picking up ammo and picking up ammo.
I've had that for ages. I've had that for absolute ages. I've had that on Liberty Falls.
What?
The ammo pickup.
Vulture Aid? No.
Yeah. That's so handy.
Well, only came out in the castle one, eh?
No, I had it on Liberty Falls the whole time.
Aye, but what? No, you'll not have the perk.
Genuinely.
The perk came out on castle.
Well, somehow every time it wasn't every zombie, but it was every like kind of big zombies.
Aye, they would leave the odd bit of ammo.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no. This is every zombie.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, even at that was handy.
This is like you literally run through the crowd that you've just mashed,
Picking up shit.
and you've reloaded your entire gun. Like it was unbelievable. So like it's really really good. So I found that was really good. I've not really used it properly, and the see-through walls one's really good. You can see everything. So you're like, right, couple coming this way, right, cool. Because obviously Tomb's a wee bit more wally.
Yeah.
So you can't see shit running around corners. So when there's a big swamp, you're like, shit. Like,
you can get
whereas I
really
can actually see them coming, so I'm like, I'm ready to, like, I'm not going to reload right now
Yeah, yeah.
because I'm going to get mashed.
Yeah.
And the ice staff can do a blizzard, which was also pretty cool. Literally kills everything like that. You just hold it, shoot a blizzard, even bosses come and die. Just get wiped out.
Cool.
The only thing I would say about it is it's like the jet gun. You don't get as much points.
All right, okay.
Kind of like the points
So
are much less.
It's more of a thing that you would
It's
save.
a crowd clear.
It's something you would save for if you need a wee breather.
Absolutely.
Like, if you
So
need-
crowd clear to the max.
Yeah.
But not as many points. So if you're trying to build all your points up to get packed guns and all that shit,
Not the best.
not
thing to do.
as good.
But it's good to save your
But
ass.
I had it as
Tight
a
spot.
secondary because I had it. I got out the box and then Jordan built it, so we both had them upgraded, and like it got like when we were both shooting down blizzards, it was like ridiculous,
Massive blizzard.
easy.
Right, okay.
So and obviously I had the maxed out shotgun, so I'm just like mowing.
Whatever, right.
Mowing them. I think I got to like round 18. Had every perk. Gun was triple packed. Everything. I was just waiting on Jordan because he was trying to catch everyone up because
Yeah.
he'd done all the Easter eggs.
That's
So he was
right.
trying to catch. I'm just sitting there like
Ready to go.
maxed armor, I'm just like I'm good.
Yeah.
Like just go whatever you want to do. Like and then I had to start letting him kill stuff because I'm like there's no point in me killing
Yeah,
anything.
that's right.
I actually don't need money now. Like
Yeah.
I don't
You're
need
sorted.
it.
You've got everything.
Literally.
Yeah.
So it's been good.
Yeah.
That's I've been enjoying it. Chris, this Liberty Falls man.
I'll stick to Liberty Falls, I'm afraid.
Yeah, Chris the Liberty
I
Falls.
like
man.
it. That's it. Do you know what I mean? Like I like what I like, and that's it.
Yeah,
So,
for sure. But yeah, COD's good. But I will give an update on the old Platinum journey next
fine.
week.
Yeah, and I'll see if I can platinum some GTAs.
GTA's and Phasmo.
Yeah, aye, that's another.
That'd be
thing,
cool.
Yeah.
If you want to join the wee plat hunt,
Aye, wouldn't mind. Aye, that's actually fun.
Do
so,
it.
yeah,
Do it.
We'll let you guys know how we get on next time. But for now, thank you for watching.
thank you for watching. Appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll get back to you next week.
Yeah,
Take
sub,
care, have a good night.
ring the bell, usual stuff.
That's right. Yeah, usual shit. Yeah.
Class.
All right.
See you later.
Take care, guys.